Vem aqui, vem aqui. Ixi, Maria.
Muito bom, sabe? Porque é outra coisa.
The greasy old.
The offer still.
The bed is quite inviting. You face the concrete wall. There's less light there, in the dark corner. Like a dog, you lie there. You didn't realize how tired you were. Your body is still nowhere near healed. The blanket feels cold. The entire room does. Concrete. You feel yourself standing up in the darkness, right next to the mattress. Slowly, the world begins to hatch from the blackness. It's evening. Sleep. Dolores Day, the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state turns around to face you. She has an airship airbag in her hand. She seems to be off to advise the Queen of Shest, most likely. This is the Holy Suzerain of Mwindi and Insulinda. Definitely not your wife. You need to talk to her. Think of the historical knot. I don't know, man. What is the Holy Suzerain doing here? Very off. Just let her go. Listen to me for once.
I'm sorry. I was heading to the aerodrome. I just don't have time to...
She means she doesn't have time to tend to your emotions. She sighs and looks over her shoulder.
I'm going to Morova. To live there, in Grad. It's 1 million kilometers away, Harry. Might as well be another lifetime. Just my scepter, my globe cruciger, a spare silk gown, a toothbrush, travel documents, the crown of immortality. Oh, this. This is just a wreath. The crown of immortality is made of rarefied light, mana and raw palladium. It was passed on to me by the rulers of late antiquity.
She looks at the suitcase, not knowing what more to say. Then, over her shoulder.
Anyway. No, Harry. No. I don't want a massive, epic showdown. I want to go to the aerodrome. I have tickets for the 10:20 flight to Morova. Really, we don't have anything to talk about anymore. Every combination of words has been played out. The atoms don't form us anymore. Us. Our love. It's all gone. I have to go to the aerodrome. I have to leave Revachol and you. And you have to be alone. In hell. Forever. That's just the way it is.
Oh God, whatever you do, don't try to kiss her yet. Not after that. You're still reeling. You'll fall over if you try now.
It's not. But... I don't know why I said but. There is no but. That's it, yes. We've talked about it 1,000,000 times.
Where in hell? Stop. You're only making it worse for him. You never help with anything. Oh yes, she'll come around now. Are you stupid? She's about to say something. Her innocence, Dolores Day, fiddles with the handle of... See? I don't understand.
We were bad for each other, okay? I was bad for you. Can you not see? I'm bad. I had to stop. I couldn't just turn into a bad person. You will get better. It just takes some time. For you, I think it will take something like 20 years, maybe? It was hard for me too, you know? I used to think I couldn't live without you. But I can. Yes. It only took me 1 year, maybe 2. Phew. Yes. But that time is gone now. So very gone. No, Harry. We can't. We already tried again, and...
Is that how it is now? We should just try all good things twice, and then give up. By that lot, not you too.
I don't know. Please. Harry, we can't be together because you're insane.
She avoids turning them to you. They're turning moist now. Her eyes. She slowly shakes her head and tries to get hold of herself.
You know what I mean. No, you don't. You've worked there for so long, you can't even talk like a normal person anymore. It's always lists with you, questions.
Questions? Did someone say questions?
This is another one, isn't it? We're in a tree right now.
In descending order, usually. It's best to do them like that.
It's not just the lists or trees or whatever. You get sad, Harry. Too sad. People can't get that sad. It's impossible to watch. Other people get sad too, but not like you. You stay down for too long. You only communicated with encyclopedic trivia. I was so alone. In conclusion, you're ill. You're an old, insane man. And you have... I don't know what you mean. Dolores Day. Oh, Harry, you shouldn't have done that. Call me like that. They shouldn't have. They really shouldn't. I was in Morova already. Safe. In the warmth of the night. Wrapped in my future love. There, I think of you less and less. Whole weeks go by without me remembering you. Months already. Soon it will be years without the hurt. I sit there in Morova, in the holy gratitude of my bliss. I put my hand on my belly and...
The air gets cold around you. She looks down on her stomach, then up at you. Her eyes are full of tremendous distance and mystery. The death blow is coming. Black-eyed dogs wander the alleys. Apple trees hang their bony limbs low over the patchwork of roofs. Red and black. Revachol West, the evening sun. She's left and bloomed, far away from us, our vast soul. It's Dora. That's what the voice said on the phone. Dubois, yes, Dora Dubois.
Why what? Oh no, no.
That was not the death blow yet. You saved yourself. For now. Keep stumbling around and it will happen.
The morning? I don't understand. Oh my God, Harry, stop. I don't want to hear anything about the morning. Mourning someone who's still alive. Any of that. I can't do that anymore. I'm not 80 years old, I'm 32. People my age are not supposed to mourn. Wasn't I Dolores Day just a second ago? Now I'm the X thing? I haven't even bought the tickets yet.
We all told you. Everyone warned you.
Literally all of you.
I'm glad too, but I have to go. My friends are waiting for me on the platform. I can't let them wait. It's impolite.
She does not look back. Instead, eyes her fingernails. They're bitten frayed. The evening wind.
Yes, Harry. I am. Things have gotten much better for me, now that I am the ruler of the known world. Oh God, it's already so late. I have to go.
A tiny golden watch with red straps around her bony little wrists.
I don't want it. It looks expensive. That's not what figurines do, Harry.
She looks at the headless fowl. The figurines don't do anything? Anything at all? Yes, I thought it would be good.
No, please. Please don't give me... I didn't ask for things. It's too late to give me anything. I would have liked the Headless Fallen Rider back then. We both said a lot of things.
It was her. I can feel it. I can see it in her tender, long fingers, in her wrists.
As Queen Regnant, I write a lot of letters.
You need to recite it to her. Yeah, put a stake through your heart. She won't get hurt. She'll bend out of the way.
Please, Harry, I just don't have time for this. Okay, stop. Yes. Are you happy now? Then why are you doing this? Very well. I wrote it. It was morning. You slept. There was hoarfrost on the ground. It was 100 million years ago. I was someone else then, filled to the brim with love for you, hanging on your every word. Oh, Harry, you were the coolest. But I am no longer that person. This has taken her place. It will devour you.
The light of the video rental shines through her dress now. A DeLorean figure, cut in black, moves below. It's
the coolest. With your leather jacket and your boot-cut pants, smoking in the bus stop. I wanted you to be the rest of my life that day. And you were. Some of it, at least. You were my first kiss, the first and worst time I fell in love. I will always have that with me. It's a fact. But that is all it is. It's like a ticket stub, Harry. It doesn't do anything anymore. Yes, let's talk about that too. Let's bring it up, the zoo. In Le Jardin, the day we went east of the river. It was just a day then, but to think. Were we there now, you could touch my hair, kiss me. Talk to me about anything, go virtually anywhere in the world. Not like now. Now our interactions are limited to pain and...
That's sharp and precise.
No, it's all you. I always loved you for it, but it could not save us. It could not make me stay. In the end, your mind just told you precisely how bad things are. And who would want to stay around for that? And my crown of immortality? No. You scared her out of me. With your crying, the awful time we wound up having. And the cheap rental flats you could afford. Can't you see? I can never think you're cool again. I can only think that way about new people.
A cheap rental with mold on the walls and the tap dripping. Nothing will. I've been poisoned by newspaper and news. All I can do is scream at them and think of her secretly.
It's here, Harry. We are on Voyager Road. At the end of it, 300 meters from the stop. We used to come here to rent videos. There, you could not pay the electrical bill. It became a lightless tomb. The years you spent training for the militia, my parents' money, it was not.
Surely the alcohol didn't help either.
Everyone has a little glass of wine every now and then. I certainly do. It's a Queen Regnant thing. I don't think it was the alcohol. It was inevitability. 42. That is the light rail that took me to Coron, to school and work. Every morning. It's the same stop I met you at, Harry. 100,000 million years ago. No human being should still remember the position of atoms such eons ago. It must feel unnaturally sad, a sadness so ancient it is shared even by archaebacteria. Is there really anything left? If not, we can always repeat one of the things we have already talked about. Talk about it again. If you do not feel like doing that, you should let me go to the aerodrome.
She doesn't know what to say.
Yes, okay. I'm glad. Do you know how much it hurts me to hear you say that? I'm shit, you made me shit. I can't do this anymore. I can't make you insane and shit anymore. I can't let you turn me into a bad person.
Total annihilation. We got annihilated, Harry. You never had any power. You never were a moralist. Or anything. You can't even be insane or shit anymore. You have to be nothing. Nothing without the light and grace of love. Your feet still tremble from the steps you took, as if over an enormous distance, standing against her. She is not kissing you back. The delicate wreath on her forehead pressing into your temple. The silver is cold from the spring evening air. Her chest rising like a pillow. Warm exhalations. Hidden, distant. Feels like soft fuzz. The world's most precious material. Reserved for those she lets close enough to feel it. You are stealing a touch. It's not yours to take. Her hand does not return the grip. Her body, distrust. For you, the curve of her spine. Nothing, just pillows against you. Apricot-scented chewing gum. This was not about failure or success. This was always going to be horror. I should not have suggested it, and you should not have listened to me. The moment is ending. She is going to move her face away from yours. Trying hard not to look at you. When she withdrew, and, brother, you should put me in front of a firing squad. I have no words for how I failed you.
Why did you do that to yourself? You know I don't cheat, Harry. I never cheated on you. No, I'm just Dora. No, Harry, not yet. There is one more thing. I'm pregnant. Yes, he did it. I terminated yours. Don't you remember, you poor fuck? You... Now, go ahead. Ask me more questions.
No, this has more questions. Ask more.
I have to, Harry. Really.
I was wrong. You don't have power over her anymore. You shouldn't have said that. I am wrong about everything. You should go on without me.
No, you don't. You're just being a martyr. And I'm really going now. The time is up. I won't see you, but... Oh, Harry. This is a dream. Can't you see? I'm already in Morova by now. Who knows how long ago this... Right here, tomorrow night. Once this dream starts happening, it keeps happening. 3 times a week, at least. And Harry, it really, really looks like it started happening again. I'm suffocatingly beautiful. And young. And I smell of tutti-frutti chewing gum. Like I did... Oh yes, this is real darkness. It's not death, or war, or child molestation. Real darkness has love for a face. The first death is in the heart, Harry. See you tomorrow.
You're up quick. How was your sleep? I did not want to wake you. Perhaps I should have? Was it a job dream?
The lieutenant nods. I understand. We've all been through similar things. It can be overcome.
Okay.
He's still worried. You must have really thrashed and squealed. The skiff is swaying on the way.
Let's. We are done here.
The skiff rocks gently under your weight as you get in. The ride back is uneventful and quiet. But for the sound of conversation on the water, there is someone, 2 men and a woman, stand on the concrete square of a nameless village, looking at a small yellow boat as it draws closer. You reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
Look what the tide brought him. Harry, you're bleeding all over the place. You're half dead.
Whatever this is, it is completely unimportant compared to what you've just seen. This is the man with sunglasses from the Whirling in Rags. But where are his sunglasses?
That's right. And you're bleeding. Bothered by it. Harry, you look like you need a fucking organ. Oh, fuck it. Let's not get into that. We're not forgetting about anything. Look at you.
Hello, I'm Trent Heilerstam. I believe we've met on several occasions.
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean-Vic Quemar, and this is your special task force. Or what's left of it. Special Consultant Trent Heilerstam, Patrol Officer Judith Minot.
Hi.
We've come to scrape what's left of you off.
Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi, Prison 57. We've just come from the island, where our investigation led us.
The scene is making even him feel as though he has to justify your...
We might need your help with something later.
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant and not a naughty.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
Letting the lieutenant know he shouldn't feel embarrassed over the shitstorm that's about to befall you.
Ari, we want to help you. Trent, I believe...
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science. My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
No, Trent, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
What does he have to say for himself? He left you to catch the bullet. Shit, kid. What an interesting moniker.
You.
Despite all that you've done, the deserter, the phasmid, the case.
No, because of all that you've done. The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went. Strange. He didn't mention that. In fact, the establishment didn't look saved at all. There was a giant aerograffito in front of the building. I knew it. Didn't I tell you, Trant?
The line is from Lou Giaton's Mirova 82, isn't it? About girl-child communism, the titular returning character to ghost the apparition of... Good choice, Harry.
He is correct. It was the Seraillese poet Lou Giaton who, in the 50s of the last century, composed her.
Don't encourage him, Trant.
Okay.
Guilty as charged. I heard you'd lost your mind and your memory. I wanted to see if it was true, and it was. Good work, Harry. You're in...
He was too sarcastic for you to realize who he was.
I'm clinically depressed, Harry. Sorry if I wasn't in the mood to batter you up after you told us to fuck off. Did you? Or did you literally not recognize my face? We've been partners for how long, Harry? Don't...
Absolutely no idea. 100 years?
Lieutenant, my name is not Horse-Faced Woman. It's Judith Minot. I was assigned to your unit 2 months ago. I thought we were friends. Okay. Because you're my commanding officer,
That will never happen, Jude. He's the rudest man on Earth. He's the reason why the rest of us have to take sensitivity training.
Yes, I'm Tran Heilerstein. I never said I wasn't Tran Heilerstein. Mikhail? Mikhail is my son. No, I was just interested in the Feld building and the Martinez beachhead. And Mikhail wanted to... What indeed? I was asked to share my take on some of the more obscure theories developed in Königstein in the 30s. Like partial psych...
He's here to see if you're insane. He is smart. Let's move on. Yeah, Major Crimes Unit, under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar. Ring any bell? He doesn't remember.
See? He really doesn't remember.
Yeah, that's very good. God damn it, Harry. You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All we
It wasn't like...
Fuck you, Harry. We didn't know there was gonna be a tribunal, did we? Oh, you think it was cool you saying that? Aesthetic somehow? You were crying when we got here. Breaking things. You said we were going into the abyss. None of us wanted to see the abyss. So we fucked off. The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage. Trant, this is where you come in. How bad is it?
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors, he talks without slurring, he can drive a boat, he's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia.
Meaning, you forgot both who you are and the definitions of money, Isola, pound.
As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting.
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomically?
He is. He's getting better. And I can confirm that he drank a lot of alcohol.
I believe he drank. People do that, especially this one. What they don't do is forget their whole life because of drinking.
But Detective Vigmer, he has blanked out. Yes, a couple of times. after some of the more serious benders.
So you don't remember, not the two cases in your ledger. The unsolvable, those cases were hard.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes. Practice. And
What do you mean?
well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained, approached as a defect? Look at the sensory input here. Look at the ruins, the neon. Listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape, to borrow a known metaphor. Harry's been pushed flat against it. Total input. Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for its end.
Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he or will he not be able to work in the major crimes unit? Is he a cretin now? I want to know that.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
For now, I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on and use the body? But now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here. Yeah. Just... No. Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry? Oh, well, if it wasn't you, then it's okay. You only let someone steal off for it. For the record, you pressured us into getting it. It'll be cool, Jean. We'll have wheels, rapid response. I was fine being an equestrian cop. I hope you're fine driving a... Don't answer that. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth plastic. You juggle the badge for a second. Ouch! You strained your elbow trying to...
He found it. He found it, Jean. It's his badge.
And your gun?
As if having your badge and gun. What is it with all these material objects?
I don't care about your collection, you hoarding freak. Is one of them your service weapon? I only want to know about that one gun. He has it. And he didn't drop it. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away before you kill someone. We're not talking about the fucking gun anymore. We're talking about the vaporized cloud of ethanol coming from you.
This is so unfair. He knows you have the gun, and still he's punishing you.
We're not talking about the fucking gun.
This is so unfair. He knows...
Well, you let the suspect escape, Glacia something, because you were too drunk to ask.
We've read the reports. Lieutenant Kitsuhagi's. We know.
Sure, if it's part of your master plan. Let's not even get into the other suspect, the one who shot herself in the head, and all the fact that you very likely sold your gun for booze. That's peanuts. That's compared to the 7 people who were gunned down. The streets are literally red with blood, Harry.
He did everything he could. We did everything we could. The company hired and vetted mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois could between them.
Here comes the cavalry.
He did so at considerable risk to his own life. He was shot, not once, but twice. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been. Detective, it's better if I do that.
It's so much better if he does this.
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation.
He thinks of apologizing, but decides.
You've spent the week with him on this case.
On the case?
Un lieutenant Geoffrey Dubois.
Well, the drinking, the gun losing, also losing the badge. That's all true. Although he has not been drinking on the job this week.
See?
1 week.
Then there's the self-flagellation issue. He likes to apologize, profusely, making it sound like he's guilty of at least first-degree murder. It's not a good... It's worrying, especially considering his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a Mazovian socio-economist. He wants to liquidate the ruling class, which, again, for a police officer, is a little...
You should yell something. Yes.
And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, and the drugs, of course. Some kind of anti-radiation drug he uses to induce visions. But despite all this, he is a great detective, one of the best I have seen, in fact. He can talk human beings into telling him everything, and he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped pursuing leads, however far-fetched and tangential. He is tireless, madly driven. Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke, which by the way was a valiant effort. He really sang his heart out.
Yeah, it was what it was.
Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it. We have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator, locked on the island right now, awaiting trial. He apprehended a straggler who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years. Oh, and he also discovered a new species.
A new species?
A colossal stick insect. It was on the island, camouflaged as the reeds. It unfolded from the reeds. I think we may be dealing with the Insulindian...
He takes out the photo of the phasmid and shows it to the officers across the... You hear gasps, but...
As you can see, it's about 3 meters tall. In fact, we think it may be the largest land invertebrate ever discovered.
Fucking hell is that? Is this somehow connected to the case?
The killer did not seem to be aware of the phasmid's presence. Exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia, he fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near...
So it is connected.
I must say, this is absolutely extraordinary. I don't even have words for it.
Yes, it really does make it hard to fire the drunk.
This is a very, very sad man. Now you make your case. Now is the time. Now or never.
Lilianovich, a revolutionary matronym. The custom started in Grad, where they have patronyms, Krasovich, Lasovich, etc. The revolutionaries saw this as a chauvinist atavism, so they used matronyms, derived from the mother's name instead. This man's mother was Lilian, his Lilian's son, Lilianovich.
So, it is what a soldier of the ICM would be called.
Thank you, Trant. Thank you for that piece of cultural theory. You said you have a motive?
Of course, excuse me,
He wasn't quite sure about the straggler before he heard this detail. It must have convinced him.
Jealousy. I thought this Lilianovich was an old male, to have been hiding for 50.
A strange psychosexual fascination, the result of spending all this time in solitude on the islands of this bay, and trauma too. He himself gave a political reason. In his mind, he had killed an enemy combatant. Also, we have ballistics from the gun, matching the bullet found in the dead mercenary's head, and 2 officers on the scene that Mr. Joss...
It's a clean win.
Oh, it's way, way, way more.
Masterpiece. Get over yourself, Harry.
God damn it. Doesn't it ever leave? It is there, like in your bones or something. It will pass in time.
Yes, yes. Fallen.
The body was transported to Precinct 41. Our more.
You're not the only cop in the world.
Still, good work with the missing person.
It's still a point for you.
I don't know what a doomed commercial area is. Why?
There was a possible witness in there, and it was close to the crime scene. He was just chasing a lead.
Of course. Call it.
Dodged the bullet there. For a moment, it seemed like you were just wasting time.
Who's Kuno?
You don't want to.
You're right, Lieutenant. I don't. You snorted the drugs, I know you did. It's alright. I mean, at this point, anything is but the drink. I don't want to, but you discovered a new species and solved the murder. So I have to.
Anything that ends the trial is okay with me.
You haven't been drinking, she thinks. So,
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go.
Okay. We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken.
now you will finally get to know who. The man looks westward, jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Who are you? You're a gym teacher, Harry. Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher anymore.
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coron. It's getting really cold outside. Should we maybe... You haven't told us about that. You just told us about being a gym teacher.
Harry, it explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the bicep girth, your inexplicable facial hair. Your moves on the church floor, which honestly was just jump aerobics. Your use of the word graffiti.
Also, this guy. And this guy, too. God, even this javelin-throwing freak here.
Of course. Can't.
He's been on about Mike again. I hate that guy. Oh, you don't say. Does he also vault an impassable gulf?
It is getting...
In your 20s or late 20s, you've really let yourself go since then. Yes, you taught gym in Cool. I believe that's the term. Taught gym at a high school. You were a high school.
The smell of sweat and glit. Kuro is just east of Jamro. It was a short walk every morning to the baseball field, all the sports.
High school. Harry, your goings-on with Kuno, Andre, Acel, the whole thing on the ice. That's why you are such...
The regular. You found some chick. She inspired you to fight the big fight. Be more than you are. All that.
You, every morning, walking from Voyager Road to teach gym. She, leaving for the academy with her spring coat on. The air filled with the smell of smoke and raspberries, and incredible hope. An ocean full of hope.
I knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that. He's an honest-to-God gym teacher.
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you were drunk.
You really went with it too. Really maximized the damage.
Dubois? It was Dora Engelund, I think. You've said her name, but you weren't married. You were engaged. Something like that. Half Vasa.
Vasa is where beautifully and impossibly blonde people come from.
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol. God, I don't know. 6 years ago, she was way before my time.
6 years and you haven't gotten over it. What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah, or 7. You're not doing too good there. It's an old man thing. 2 old years equals 1 normal year. That and Dora Engelund really tore you a new one. A big one. So have I. You bitterly dropped Dearest Dora and really tore me a new one. Twice a week, I think. It comes up.
The special consultant glances at his wristwatch.
No. You're too unstable to work for my boss. You're suicide.
I assure you.
He would immediately backpedal out. I told you it's not that bad.
Us? With the bloody murder station, haven't you heard? With the bad guys. No one like.
That's not true. Jamrock is too big for one precinct. You are just understaffed, and everyone respects the 41st. You have Captain...
Thank you, Lieutenant. You're being kind. It is an understaffed station and the district is too big, which is why we need to...
Get back to it. We left Torson and McLean to run the Sea Wing. It's not good. Mac the Torso Torson and Chester McLean. They're not fit to run a wing. Believe me. Things are shaky as it is.
They are damn iconic though. Torson and...
Yeah, not like us. Two clinically depressed old men. Where's the contrast here? We are garbage. God. There are 4 wings, Harry. A, B, C, and D. We're in C. It's made of losers and clock punchers. You and I reconceptualized it as a task force. It was a mistake.
There's also a lot of outside help involved, not only me. Other losers too.
Ptolemy Price? He's the son of the old Price, one of the founders of the RC.
He's one of the most high...
Somewhere under the curved roof of a former silk factory, shaped like a ladybird with 2 chimneys, Police Captain Ptolemy Price sits behind a heavy wooden desk. Resident medic Nix Gottlieb pours him coffee. It's silent in the cabin. They speak of change, the city, the tension on the streets. They speak of the events of April and the blood.
So he remembers that. Yes, there.
Shooting up churches never is. I was out of town, to be clear.
Our enemies were hiding in a church, to the best of our information. That's it. I'm not talking about this anymore. Your security clearance is shit tier right now. You have to wait for it to go up.
He means it. The RCM and its enemies will not be discussed on this coast. Your clearance will not go up while you're within earshot of the U.
Okay, it's not the bloody murder station. It's an old converted silk mill with green desk lamps and a coffee corner. A lot of good people work there, hard, every day.
Jamrock is the largest ghetto in Rivershoal. Faubourg, technically, but it's divided into 11 districts. Jamrock only has us.
The press will blow over. Jamrock is lucky to have you, and it's often considered to be the greatest of the districts. You're lucky too.
Thank you again, Lieutenant.
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be... Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol. I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get... Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of... Work with... Price?
Would fit in. And crazy enough. This truly came as a surprise to him.
Flattered? You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered.
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. But, I mean, whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more central to it than the harbor.
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we need to get back to.
I do like the sound of...
He's really considering it.
Who is Lena?
She lives at 1113 Tabernacle Road in Jamrock.
Tabernacle? It's on the way over.
Fine. If we can...
She and her husband work on... They should know as soon as possible. It would do you good to...
Watch out or she'll faint.
Good.
Fuck it, let's go. Tron brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
Under the evening sky, the great district turns on its lights. A chessboard of wooden houses, 80,000 living souls inside. Fire traps as far as the eye can see, from Main Street to Precinct 41 atop the motorway, to Boogie Street forking into the dark horizon. You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped chamber. In Old South, a man without eyelids smiles. Spring has come. It's time. Dawson? Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstein? No. Vicmair? Yes. Dubois? Of course. Really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Potomny Price gestures with a ballpoint pen. It's dim in his office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through. When he does, he'll side with the people. Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minnow? Of course.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
Faz vídeos sendo uma metáfora, né, para o campo das ideias, para os fascínios, para os ideais budistas. E assim como libera, assim como encanta, é perigoso. O uso velho ficou perdido, né, para a magia, os seus viagens, suas livras, ficou preso eternamente na carne. Tanto fisicamente quanto mentalmente. Muito bom. Jogo muito foda. Eu escrevi na minha crítica, falando do meu review. Apesar de ainda não ser analisado agora, não encaixa mais, posso dizer a realidade de direção como é tudo bem. Diálogos, fenomenais, arte, maneiras como se pode modificar, pequenos modos de comportamento, no meio das tenho certeza que cada vídeo diferente, somado com as diversas finalizações, irá gerar uma experiência de diálogos inverso. Todos os personagens são muito espíritos diferentes, e os espíritos são colocados em arte. O jogo não revela ninguém, porém, o jogo não poderia tratar os convenientes. Outro ponto deve ser aquela merda fora. Eu falei aqui umas frases, né, que teve, vou botar aqui de novo. Em suma, se você tiver um jogo bem escrito, com uma história, personagem cativante, você tem uma personalidade única, olhe de fundo, início e Elysium, até porque, olha esse disco, trilha muito foda, dublagem, história impecável. Pariu. Terminei o jogo com quase 50 horas disso. Não. Quase 45 horas, só 24,6 horas. Não me interesso em conquistas, não me interesso em conquistas, não sou assim, mas tem algumas aqui, e uma, uns 6% das pessoas só que fazem, que é o Early Start, viram bem, assim, 20% recorde, um pouquinho, 11% da cara de volta. jornalista. Esse bicho mais duro. Hybrid. Tirar uma coisa da galera. Você vai dar pra vez? Ou não? Você vai jogar? E aí, dormir vai ficar na jogo. Dá pra tirar foto, isso mesmo. Agora testar. Ah, esse aqui é o homem. Ah, esse aqui é a galera do lado de dentro, é isso.
É. Que nem aí são pelegos só. Isso do pelego. Mas esses dois.